Lee McCance, Chief Product Officer at Adverity, a data and analytics platform.
Correct, yeah.
It's Thursday afternoon, we're here in Cannes. How has this week been for you? There's been a lot of ad techs here this year.
It's felt different than previous years. I've enjoyed it a lot. It feels like there is a lot more talk about data and technology than perhaps in previous years. So really busy and different for me this year, being part of Adverity, whereas previous years I was part of WPP and Group M. So similar conversations, but very different.
So you say very different. What elements are different? Obviously different companies, different specialisms.
Broader customer base, a little bit more freedom in terms of like the sort of conversations we can have, and just a lot of partnerships across the ecosystem. That's what I've really enjoyed this week. That's been a real takeaway for me. Just working with like Snowflake, Amazon, Google, and just looking to sort of build Adverity's more relevance with those partners as well. So it's really been great. It's been a busy week though.
What's the biggest barrier to data-driven marketing today, and how is Adverity, for example, addressing that?
Yeah, the barriers, I think it comes down to people. As always, it's surprising, it's probably an answer you expected. I think it's an element of skills, but I think that's going away, and it's now down to access and awareness, and what we've really focused on and picked up the conversations this week is about trust. Right. So we've always provided the data in a structured way so companies can use it. But now when you add AI onto it, how can you trust the results? How can you automate those results to make some business decisions?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Well, what you have to do is, so the word that I'm obsessed with 3 words this week: trust, transparency, and traceability. Right. So transparency, show the inner working, show the rationale, the reasoning, and then traceability, show where that's come from. Like show where the data's come from, show the workings out, and then as people become familiar, comfortable using new tools, then all of those barriers start going away. And I believe in 6-12 months, we'll be talking about completely different barriers. But at the moment, there is still that trepidation, many of our sort of clients and agencies in terms of, yeah, it's great, it seems to be working, but do we really trust what the AI is telling us? Do we really trust the tooling and the platforms?
And what about the brands, the big brands? What sort of conversations are they having with you, or are they along a similar vein about your 3 T's, as it were?
3 T's, yeah, shall I trademark that?
Yeah,
they're on the spectrum, and it really, some of them are a bit more risk averse, which you'd expect given the sort of brands they are, and then some of them are really pushing us as much as we're pushing them. And so I think one of the things that really surprised me this week was a lot of the use of data and AI is happening for real and almost at scale already, and it just feels different. It feels like a couple of years ago it was about the art of the possible, conceptual. Here's what we're experimenting with, here's what we're thinking of doing, here's a really nice showcase. But now actually it's like, no, we're driving this area of our business with this data, with this intelligence, and this is the difference it's making to our customer experience. It's been really surprising, just conversations with our customers, but some of the panels as well. It's been really enlightening and really encouraging as well from my perspective.
So all of that coming on board this week, what happens next? We're almost finished here in Cannes, so it's back to the desk, I guess, back to the office. But what can we expect next from Adverity, and what are you taking away from here?
Yeah, great question. So, a lot of great conversations, but it's the follow-ups that make a difference, so that in a year's time, have we actually moved the needle? So, what I'm looking for is we will operate in this great ecosystem. It's fueled by relationships, it's fueled by the sort of network and the sort of curiosity and meeting people. And some of the meetings I've had this week with old colleagues, friends, partners, some of the best ones are with new people. And it's like, how do we follow up and turn sort of ideas and the art of the possible in something really meaningful, which we can then productize and help our brands and our customers and our agencies. So a lot of follow-ups, and looking forward to maybe talking next year about what we've done with the conversations this year.